Alrighty. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I figured I'd just come on for a little while and work on some of the Enterprise build tonight. Part 20 came in the mail, so I figured might as well see how much I can get through since. Alright, let me see here. Close that. And we'll go over to. Oops. There we go. Alright, so anyway, I'm just gonna kind of work on the Enterprise and whatever. So I don't really have anything to talk about. Surprise, surprise. So if anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I will just be hanging out. If anybody wants to talk about either the Orville or Strange New Worlds, I mean, that's fine too. Obviously, I didn't watch them all the way through. Just couldn't get through them this week. And then while I was offline, I finished up the battery box and the stupid weird spring things for the where it clips onto the pylon part. So I did that for that part. Hopefully the replacements will come soon, because I'd like to at least get the nacelle done. That'd be nice. But anyway, I mean, we got a bunch of secondary hull stuff, so we should have most of that done after I get through the next 3 parts. And then it's basically just a bunch of saucer panels again. All right. So, all right, so we just have another big window panel thing, so we just need to add a bunch of windows in. Let's go. I'm just gonna cut all these out. I'm just gonna cut them all out. I didn't like the Orville this week, not because of the political messaging of like the transgender issue at all. I mean, because honestly, I mean, I suppose you could just swap out the story with, like, say, an adopted kid that I always thought they were the biological kid of somebody, and then found out later in life that they weren't. You know, you could just swap out that story and it'd be pretty much the same thing. I was just literally bored. So. I did like the opening part with the archaeology part. I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like a Stargate SG-1 episode. So I thought it'd be a fun like episode exploring some kind of ancient civilization, and the Topa stuff would be like the backstory, would just be the B story and not be front and center the entire time. But so it just wasn't for me, that's all. But I also didn't like the About a Girl episode, so I guess that was dumb. I honestly think kind of like the whole idea of I mean, I like the Mokwins as a analog for like the Klingons in the Orville, I suppose you could say, but I just don't really buy them as a species. As far as like being an all-male race in the first place, it just doesn't seem viable. And they only pee once a year. I mean, it's a funny joke, and when it was trying to be just a parody show, it worked. But now that they're trying to be kind of a serious show, it seems like that some of the stuff, like for the Bortus character and the Moklins, just don't really make sense anymore, and they don't feel like they would actually be able to exist in reality. Because I was thinking about the term, like, what about Yaphet? It's like, I don't know. For some reason, my brain will let me think Yaphet's a real character that could actually exist more than Bortus, just because of the weird, silly stuff that they had established for his race so far. But that might not make any sense, and I might just be stupid. Like I was saying on Discord earlier, I mean, maybe it's just possible that I've just grown out of my love of sci-fi too, I suppose, too. I don't know. I guess my biggest complaint about most modern sci-fi now is that they all feel like modern day shows, just modern day dramas with a space theme. So, I mean, you could kind of take like any of these episodes and just drop them in. It seems like to almost pretty much any series. Strange New Worlds, from what I mean, obviously I didn't watch the entire episode this week, but from what I've heard, it just sounds like basically somebody watched Aliens and Predators, and then thought, well, you know, let's adapt the story to Star Trek. That's basically the same thing. It's probably not basically the same thing, but you know what I mean. Just heavily inspired, we'll say. That's what it sounded like. And like I said, I haven't watched the entire episode. I literally got to the opening credits and then got so bored I just turned it off. Hey, Professor. Professor Conspiracy Specs. Having secret conversations in Discord. Making everybody nervous. Now everyone's looking over their shoulders, wondering what the professor's up to. Uproar in the Discord community. Hey, John. All right, that's good. Hey, Thomas. Yes, I should be shaking my boot. I am. I am. It's worrying. Plug side deck panels in socket A, PCB 2. Plug the other deck into the next socket. There we go. One. And two. Oh, shit. Almost. Get in there, piece of crap. Anyway, what was I saying before? What was I saying? I forgot. No, yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know. It just seems like all sci-fi now is just, like I said, modern day dramas with a space background. Alrighty. So what the hell am I doing? Take the bulbs from the first set of lights, slap them into the back of the deck. Alright, that's what we did before. So that's gonna have to. Can I come through here, maybe? How do they do theirs? They want under. Oh, I see. So they went under all this stuff. Out the third one. There we go. I think I got it. And we just need to put. Wait, which one? Yellow on this side, red on this side. Oh shit! I did this last time. I should have had a screw ready to go. That sounds good. If Kyle was a successful transporter operator, maybe. So every now and then, Thomas, I sit around and I think it'd be kind of nice to have a set of boobs. I'd like to try them on, see how they feel. Damn it. Oh yeah, so I like the opening of the episode of Orville, and then the simulation scene was fun too, I suppose. So I mean, when I was a kid watching TNG, that was the stuff I would think about doing. Like if I had a holodeck, constantly recreating famous Starfleet battles as the captain, or play as Khan and try and defeat Kirk, the Nebula. Obviously, that would be, as well as having sex with as many different aliens as I possibly could on the holodeck. And let's face it, once they discovered the Bajoran wormhole, I'd probably have sex with the wormhole too. Why not? I'd be thrown off the ship for literally just fucking different astronomical phenomena. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get off. You need to leave immediately. I wonder if Topa is Orville Wesley, but not annoying. That might, maybe. But I honestly just don't like the Topa character. And something I don't understand is wasn't she just born not that long ago? She seemed, and all of a sudden she's like a teenager, it seems like almost. It seems like she grew up a little fast. But maybe Mocklin kids grow faster than normal kids, but she seems to be a little bit too old for how little time has passed. But then again, you could say the same thing about Alexander, I guess. And you could say the same thing about Naomi. They aged way too fast, too, I suppose. But it doesn't make it right. Yeah, she's following the Alexander path of aging. Yeah, definitely. That was the one thing that kind of stuck out right away. Because at first I didn't even realize who the character was even supposed to be, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's right. They're gonna have it be Clyde and then Boris's kid." That was right when they started this. Because at first I thought they were like just cut to before I figured it out it was a simulator. I thought they just like cut to like some random Mocklin ship, and then once they showed the kid in the captain's chair, I was like, okay, this person seems a bit young to be the captains, and then I realized, yeah, okay, this is a simulation. Dark Knight mentioned that uh, on that crazy old man stream that the Orville wiki says Mocklin's age. Well, all right, that's fine. But the problem is they didn't really state that in the show. So unless you're, looking shit up on wiki, it's just one of those things that stick out to you. Which I think that's kind of like one. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say it's one of the failings of Orville, but I guess they really don't do that much. I can't really think of another example where they did something where it was just completely jarring, where you're like, "What the hell just happened?" And when someone complained about that, I mentioned Baby Yoda is 50 but looks like an infant. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were here in the beginning or not, but like I said, I mean, it wasn't even the trans issue that bothered me. I was just literally just bored during the episode because, like I said, I mean, you could take that the same trans issue about not knowing who you are and whatnot, and not feeling right, and you could just swap the story out pretty much with, say, an adopted kid always thought that they were biologically, their parents were their biological parents, and then just suddenly find out that they're not. And it'd be basically the same story. So I mean, it's not the whole transgender thing. It's just, for me, I was just super bored. Yeah, TOS didn't set stuff up very well either. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind TOS, but it's definitely not my favorite. For me, I like really started liking Trek when Wrath of Khan came out. When I first saw Wrath of Khan, so when I was probably it was before TNG came out because there was no Trek going on. It was just I grew up on reruns of TOS, and I liked some episodes of TOS, and then I thought the motion picture was just boring AF. And I just never really I liked like all the space shots in the motion pictures because I thought the new ship was just cool as hell. But yeah, I just didn't care about the story. And then I really liked Wrath of Khan, and that's when I really started getting into Trek. And then yeah, like I said, I said in Gorilla's stream that. So yeah, I liked Trek mainly from the movie era up until the end of Voyager. And then I didn't mind Enterprise because I still watch it every now and then, but it's definitely not one of my main. It's not my first choice when I decide to go watch some old Trek. For you, it wasn't the best. Yeah, that's fine too. I mean, for me, I really, I mean, whether you like it or not, it makes no difference to me. I'm not one of those people that gets mad when people don't like something. When people like something I don't like, or vice versa. Everyone has different tastes. That's completely fine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna attach these frame pieces now. So we just need one more light. That's gonna be the green one. Oh, come on. Come on. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not gonna yell at you for not liking what I like, for liking what I don't like. I'm sure there's a ton of shit out there that I like that you guys would just hate. Oh, come on, you effing kidding me? Come on. Come on. And of course. Never heard such a thing. Don't know how to react. Asian cat. Oh my god. Well, Thomas reacts by cyberbully, by being a cyberbully, apparently. So how does Hemmer die? Just curious now because I heard he does die. What a shame. He was such a he was such a big character on the show. It's always sad when they get rid of such important characters that they spend so much time developing. No, Thomas, we established the other night that the only thing that triggers me is that there's too many windows on the on the Enterprise. I don't know why I can't get this panel out. I feel like a complete fumbling retard, right? Idiot right now. I need to stop using the R word. It's not 1980 anymore. It's not acceptable. Oh my god. Oh, come on. No, I just had it set in place. It's like the sumo man of deck placing right now. It's only it's more than 17 windows, damn it. It's way more than 17 windows. And they're all blinding white lights. That's what the other thing I think is annoying about the Enterprise is, I mean, Voyager, they at least started putting transparencies in the windows so you could actually see something. But I mean, they're all just white. I hate that because the interior of the ship should just be blindingly white all over the place. And it was fine when they were using physical models. I could buy that just because, hey, they're using physical models. It's a little bit more difficult. But now that they're using full CG and they're spending shit tons of money on it, take the time to fucking put something in the window so it doesn't look like they're living in Q land where it's just blinding white light everywhere. I mean, to me, that's just dumb and lazy. Well, I know white usually is the color of power, Thomas. I get that. But the Enterprise has a little too much white power. All right, I need to tape this down because it's gonna fall. I'm gonna get mad. Stay. Oh, that's right. Did they show the gore in this episode? And if they did, was it a giant green lizard thing, or did they go with the Enterprise dinosaur? Yeah, the cat species. I wouldn't mind seeing them. I mean, they've talked about them enough. You'd think they'd bring them. They'd do it at least once. Now, I mean, since it wouldn't be as expensive to do that makeup now, you'd think they would. Although, you know what? My only fear of them doing like the Cations would be like the cat people would look like the creepy cats from that Cats movie. That would be just fucking horrible. They were baby Gorn. I see. You couldn't exceed them except for a few times. All right. Oh, because they're popping out at people, weren't they? Because the Gorn used people as breeding sack things, right? I'm guessing that's what the horror element was. Like aliens, yeah. Gotcha. That's probably kind of one of the main reasons it didn't appeal to me either. I've never been a fan of the Alien Predator movies. I don't think I've never actually seen a full Aliens movie, to be honest. I think I've seen parts. Yeah, I've seen parts of the first one, but never watched a full movie yet. Oh, sorry, Professor. Hammer gets hit by Gorn pus, which they use to reproduce. So he goes outside and commits suicide because they can't stop the Gorn. Oh, okay, that's weird. That seems dumb. So Gorn reproduce in what, seconds then? I mean, I don't understand. It seems dumb describes most of the scene. That's true. More like a few. It's just still. It seems really ultra fast and stupid. And it seems like they only did it that way just because they wanted to have an alien story, which. So it's kind of like they're just shoehorning it into that and not really caring about much because I don't know. I lost my train of thought, and I guess I really didn't have a point, but I don't know, in my head, not seeing it just seems really stupid. I'm glad I didn't watch it. Wait a minute. They established on the first episode that the shuttlecraft have transporters. So why didn't they just transport them and just store them in the transporter buffer till they got back to the ship? They're instantly. Of course they are. They're hungry monsters. All right. What? All right. Crap. And there we go. Screwdriver. Oh. All right, that's that. I mean, technically, Kirk could have literally just sped walk away from the Gorn the entire time, and there would have been like zero fight. Just literally just walk in front of him pretty at a fast pace and taunt him while you're picking up stuff to build your cannon. Yes, it does have too many windows. If they put this on screen, it would look stupid because none of the inside would match the outside. I don't think there's supposed to be like an edge here. I think this is supposed to like clip underneath this panel, but I can't get it to do it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it with like a weird lip right there. Yeah, that's shit. Ugh. But I mean, how is there even a Gorn expert? I mean, they don't. They're just supposedly just rumor. So just literally a rumor, an expert on rumors. So Doomcock. I mean, if there's an expert on the if there's an expert on the Gorn on the Enterprise, you'd think they would leave some of that expert knowledge inside the computer for later on. There's no continuity issues. You're just biased. Oh, I was wondering how they were going to do the bottom panels with the screws, and it's just hidden underneath an escape patch. That's clever. That's looking pretty cool. I'll show you at the end what it looks like. And I can flip it over. And I could probably do this better because I think like there's like a small like ledge on all these pieces at the bottom that the very sorry. There's a small like lip like right here on the actual piece. So I think these are supposed to fit a little bit more flush. Well, I'm sure they are. Now that I look at it in the camera, it looks so much worse than it looks like in person. So yeah, I'll probably just have to fix that. But for now, it works. Okay, where are we? So that's done. Oh, okay, so we need to add the springs. Phaser piece. The screw caps in there. And let's take this on here. All right. All right, so then we just need there's the other half. All right. Just need a frame piece. That there. Why? So give me a minute. Let me see if I can fix this. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, we'll just go play Sumo Man instead. There we go. That was weird. Oh, you know what? You know what that was? It was probably Professor Conspiracy Specs hacking me. On to you, Professor. Failure guy. That was a failed That was a Kyle hack. All right. This side's kind of like falling off, which is weird. But this side holds together. All right. Well, that looks nice. All right. So next is part 69. And you get the giant back piece. Oh my god! I literally thought I just snapped this thing in half. Wow. Another enormous plastic piece. So it seems like it literally seems like the entire back section of this is going to be 100% plastic. That kind of pisses me off a little bit. But anyway, so going back to the whole window thing, Salty kind of wasn't getting my meaning about what we were talking about. He kind of wanted to turn it into a tangent of me thinking that there's too many windows was the reason why the entire series was terrible, and that wasn't the case. My whole point was that if you use the Strange New Worlds Enterprise as a CGI replacement for the original, and then you cut into the 1960s sets, it would be so incredibly jarring where you could just tell it just does not fit. It's not the same ship from interior to exterior. So I mean, that was my whole point. And the example was that there were just more windows on that one where there's windows everywhere where you should be able to see them when you're walking down corridors at some point in TOS. So it's never seeing that outer ring of windows on the saucer or being in the secondary hull and not being towards the outer hull and seeing windows, or again on the neck where there's just a shit ton more windows than on the original. Then yeah, I mean, I think it would look really stupid and would just stick out like a complete sore thumb. And I wasn't saying that was the reason why I think Strange New Worlds is a complete garbage show. I mean, for other reasons, I just don't like it. So, I mean, honestly, when you watch for me, when I watch, like, say, the remastered edition already of TOS with the new CGI ship that they already made, it's literally pushing the boundary of what's believable from the outside of the ship to the inside of the ship. That's all I'm saying. I think it was already pushing it with the first redo. If they redid it again with the Strange New World stuff, it would just be completely absurd, I think. Yeah, exactly. It looks nice, just not the same as a TOS one. And that's why you just couldn't. Yeah, and that's why I don't think you could swap them out and have it look okay. I just think that would look dumb. I was laughing hysterically though during that entire argument because he was just getting so worked up over it. I was seriously to a point where I wasn't answering because I was just gonna shut up about it because it was serious. He was just getting that worked up over it. I was like, damn, man, I didn't think it was gonna turn into this big yet this such something so huge. It was just literally just a kind of a I think it would look dumb. Passing comment. Okay, so we've got another saucer panel here, and then we've got a shell piece for the secondary hull. I'm actually surprised that I haven't been kicked off yet because my internet's been going in and out all day for some reason. I guess not in and out. My router's just been dropping connection intermittently all day. So I tried resetting the router before starting this, and so hopefully that fixed it. But I'm guessing that's why the camera froze because I lost connection for a second or two. Just wait until the WTS Enterprise. WTS. The what the shit Enterprise? I don't know what W2S stands for, Professor. I'm sorry. My brain is very smooth. This is not the opening of a store. I know. I need to buy one. I've been looking, but a lot of the ones I've been seeing seem to literally all have clothing. There was a one a couple months ago, I think I was telling you about that I really thought I would win, but yeah, the winning bid on it was $7,000, and there was no way in fucking hell I'm paying $7,000 for a storage unit, unless I know for sure that there's going to be a shit ton of treasure in there to sell, and that would sell quickly because yeah, I really don't want to buy another person's literal just laundry. I'm still keeping an eye out, and if I find something interesting, I've been putting bids in, but I do kind of have a maximum. Like right now, I don't want to. I mean, especially with how expensive everything is right now, it's just that I don't want to be spending any extra money I really don't have to, and yeah. But honestly, the sad thing is, I'm assuming that there are probably going to be some better units out there going up for auction just because of the way things are. People aren't going to be able to keep up with payments, but. Why am I not building the Enterprise E? They didn't have the Enterprise E. They only had the Enterprise D. And Thomas, I remember I was before I actually ordered this one, I was thinking about doing that R2D2 one, and I picked this one just because I was more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan. But that one looks really awesome too, and I'm really thinking about doing that one also. Because I guess it's like remote controlled and shit, and you can actually like control it with your phone. That's pretty awesome. Hey, 47 Yorktown, no problem. You have a good night, man. Sleep well. Don't let Kyle invade your dreams and turn them into nightmares. He's supposed to be half size, not life size. There's also actually a half size Terminator out there too that I was thinking of doing. Because that would just look badass. But that one's more expensive, so I was actually that was the one reason holding me back on the Terminator. What happens if I cut this wire? Nah, probably not much, since my wiring sucks and half it's probably gonna break. Half the wires are probably gonna break anyway. So it'll be one of those models that'll be able to light up and look awesome for like one day, and then all the wires will start breaking. It'll be like, oh fuck. Money well spent. Alright, where's that escape pod hatch? Oh no, did I lose it? That wouldn't be good. I think it's possible I lost it. Oh, good job, stupid. Oh. Oh, I almost threw away like parts. I'm not paying attention. Hey Daniel, just a sec. I'll read your comment in a second. It's too far away and you wrote too much. Hugh Jackman posted something on Twitter that is making people say that he will return as Wolverine in the MCU in Deadpool 3. Do you think he will return as Wolverine or a new character? I mean, it really doesn't matter, really. I mean, if he wants to return as Wolverine, fine. I don't think he'd return as another character. I mean, everyone knows him for Wolverine. So then if he did come back as another character, unless he was in like a full prosthetic, oh my god, I just broke it. But anyway, unless he was in full prosthetic, everyone would just be like, well, that's just Wolverine. That one's never coming off again, that's for sure. You know, I should have did this like the other screw holes and not put these caps on, because it looks the pins that there's only 2 pins that hold these screw covers on, and they're really tiny, and just from slightly bending that one when I was trying to put it in, I snapped it off. So there's no way they're coming back out. So from this point on, I think I should probably not attach those in case I do want to rework these panels. But yeah, I mean, I'm not set against it. I know some people. I know Salty hates Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and thinks thinks his time is done. But if he still thinks he can do it and wants to, whatever, man. It's kind of his choice, right? But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of getting over the MCU at this point, just because. Not because it's bad, but it seems to be diving more and more into like the whole Marvel lore and a lot of the comic book stuff. And since I don't read comics and don't really know much of the lore of the MCU as outside of the movies, then it's just getting harder and harder, more difficult to follow along. Well, actually, is it? I guess it's not that hard to follow. Never mind, it's not hard to follow along at all. But you know what I mean. It's like I think at this point I would start getting more out of the movie, and I would enjoy him more if I had more of a knowledge of like all the background stuff. Is what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm not sure because, like I said, I don't think they're bad movies. They're still fun to watch, but yeah, like I said, I think I would get more out of it if I like knew all the backstory stuff. There we go. When I think of Hugh Jackman as MCU Doctor Doom, probably not the right choice. Because isn't Doctor Doom? Well, you know what? I don't even know. I mean, I just think probably not. I think at this point, Hugh Jackman couldn't really play anything but Wolverine in the MCU. So I think his look and his voice have just become too associated with Wolverine at this point to be anything else. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, I don't know enough about Fantastic Four to even say, but I probably not. Just kind of off my head. Yeah, I still enjoy it. They're fun watches, but like I said, I don't seem because like some like Salty and like Dark Knight, those guys. I mean, they seem to get a lot out of these movies. Where I'm just like, man, it was a fun movie. I just don't seem to get as much out of them as everybody else seems to get. That I mean, as far as like everyone else that knows the comic stuff. Yeah, it seems to be more fulfilling to them than it is to me. Or at least that's what it seems like to me from the outside looking in. I mean, for all I know, they feel the same way. All right, so that's that. I mean, we're getting there. It's starting to look like a ship. This part's just stuck on. We got to put the windows into it soon. Oh, see, it fell over. Well, I mean, it's getting there. That's part 18. Let's see. How much the mile sent me back? All in, it'll probably be. Let me do the math real quick on that. Let's see. I believe there's 30 issues total times. Where's my last invoice? Oh, okay. So they actually raised the price $9 because it was up until a couple of months ago. It was $60 a month. Now it's $69. So I'm just going to say $69 for the entire 30 things, just as a estimate. So all in, just about $2,070 over. So that's well, I mean, you know what? It's probably closer to 2,000 even, because the first issue was only, if I remember right, it was $12 because I think you only paid for the shipping, and it was like $1 per issue or something. And I'm doing the premium surcharge too, which is $1 extra per package. So yeah, I'd say probably if you didn't do any of the extras, and yeah, if you didn't do any of the extras, it'd probably be close. It'd probably be just under 2,000, which probably way too much money, to be honest. Too much for what it's turning out to be, in my mind. Neither have I. I've tried reading comics, Thomas, but they're just not for me. I just don't know why I can't do it, but. And the same goes with like anime, like manga. I can't read that either. Probably because it's basically the same thing. I'm just not. I guess I'm just not really a big reader anyway. To be honest, I was never one to like enjoy reading like novels and shit. Just because if there was a movie made out of it, I'd rather just watch the movie. I'm just lazy, I guess. uh, Sorry, Daniel. So a lot of people are big fans of Fantastic Four. I never cared about Fantastic Four. More of a Thor fan. I thought, yeah, I was never a fan. I was definitely really never a fan of the Fantastic Four ever. So I mean, I personally didn't mind the last Fantastic Four movies that have come out, just because I don't know any of the comic book stuff, so I really didn't really care. It was just a fun superhero movie, whatever. But I know that people that do like Fantastic Four think especially the last movie was just horrific, apparently. And I think the first two movies that they made, people hate too. So I don't know. I mean, those are movies I didn't mind. That's it. All your ships are over 7K. Well, I know. It keeps me out of trouble. Build it, right? Potts has models. Potts has a museum. He doesn't have models. He has a literal Star Trek museum. John's never been into comics either, but likes the MCU for the most part. Yep, me too. I definitely like it a lot more than the DC universe. I still haven't seen Aquaman. I don't think. I haven't seen either of the Wonder Woman movie. Well, no, I've seen the first Wonder Woman movie. I didn't watch the second one. I'm not even sure what else has come out at. I didn't see Eternals at all, and I didn't see Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, probably just way too many Asians. I'm just kidding. Thomas learns and remember more watching than reading. Yeah, same with me. I've always been the same way. That when I'm reading, I'll get distracted and then start reading the same thing over and over again just because I lose my place. And yeah, it's just me and books are not a good match. I probably have some like learning disability, but growing up in the 80s, they didn't diagnose things like that yet. So all right, sorry. 19. Do I really want to start working on it? I guess probably not going to finish all of it today. I'm gonna get half of this one done. So I really don't want to. So we have these with the lights. Blah blah blah. Amber Heard is a main character. Is a main character in Aquaman. Oh, that's right. I forgot she was in Aquaman. So it wants me to what? Okay, so the red wire is going onto this post thing. It's one of these annoying little loopy ones. At least this time they're having us put the light on before attaching it to the frame. That was annoying last one. I think I'm just trying to watch out for these and probably like make sure I'm putting them on the frame before attaching the frame to the actual model. This seems like it's going to be a lot easier. I say that and I'm literally struggling with this right now. Kronos can't wait for the Aquaman sequel. Are they making an Aquaman sequel? I don't even know what's coming up movie wise for like really anything, to be honest. I just haven't been keeping up with pop culture stuff outside of what we talk about, like on live streams here. Half the time when you guys like bring up movies and stuff, it's literally the first time I've heard about it. What? That's weird. It literally wants to stick this into that channel where the screw goes. But I'm not going to. Rumors are they might cut her. They probably, something tells me they probably will now. It should. And they need to stop, Hollywood needs to stop rewarding bad behavior. Because it's weird, because I mean, especially because it apparently seems like most young people these days learn their behavior skills by watching TV and movie stars. So I think we need to start holding Hollywood a bit more accountable for their actions. Asian Kyle should replace her. That would just ruin the movie, Thomas. We'll turn the movie into a comedy. Come on, stop falling out. This is participate. Okay, so we have that. That goes through this side and out the bottom. Got it. All right. Okay, so now I place the lower skeleton 3 on the underside as shown, sliding the outermost screw hole under the skeleton where the two pieces meet. So we are on this over panel U38A. U38A is on this side. Oh, shit. This battery box is going to be in the way. Okay, this time we need to try and do this without pinching all the wires, because the last one I did, I didn't pay attention and I got a bunch of shit stuck. I think that one's okay. Leave that up for now. That's okay. That looks okay. That looks alright. Okay, I think we're good. Fuck. Okay, underneath there. There. All right. I think that's good. When you're gonna get the kit with the warp core, be sure to put build that on last stream. I don't think they give you a warp core, Kronos. I think they know I wouldn't be responsible enough to have such power in my hands. I'm not trusted, Kronos. It's discrimination. Is this not even lined up? What the hell? Oh, it's not. Shit. It would be another practice. It would be. Alright, there's a wire in the way, so now I can't get this stuff. There's a gap, so the wire can go there. This one has to. There. Now I think it's seated properly. Or not. What the hell? Maybe if I do one of the lower ones first, it'll help line that one up. No, it's like, all right, this can't be the right. BM. Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. I'm using the completely wrong screws. So it probably helps if you use the right screws in the right spots. Oh shit, now there's a giant hole in this bag, so wonderful. What did I say these were? Those are BP ones. So let me find another bag of them. BP. There we go. No, not pieces missing, just me using the wrong stuff for the wrong job. I'm just being dumb. Not paying attention to the directions, just looking at the first letter and assuming I had the right ones. So BP, not BM. Or BM, not BP. Which I should realize, because I keep forgetting that the M stands for metal. So if it's a metal on metal piece, it has to be a whatever M screw. And the P ones are for plastic parts. Ah, shit. I don't... Make sure we don't pinch a wire there. I think we'll do this part and then do the next one, so we have at least half of this issue done, and then go play like a level of Sumo Man and see if I can get that level I was stuck on done. I quick looked online just to see if I was even heading in the right direction, and apparently I am supposed to go back the way I came from the top, so. I'll try that. And then I stopped watching the video. I just wanted to see how to get past that one obstacle because I literally could not figure out what the hell to do. So I stopped the video after seeing how just to get past that. So it would still be only kind of cheating. Otherwise, I would have literally spent hours trying to jump onto the wrong roof, and then ended up rage quitting the game. Okay, so we don't need any more of these. I don't understand why this needs to have like 900 different screws for this one spot, but whatever. Okay, so this time we need FMs to be in the second of the last ring. And the cells don't belong in 10 forward. Why not? You can't discriminate. Maybe they wanted. Maybe the nacelles need a break. Need to chill out and have a drink. Doing the reboot. I don't even feel like that's screwing in, but I don't want to like try and screw that in any tighter because I'll probably just start cross-threading things again. But it literally doesn't. It like feels like it's barely grabbing onto the hole, and the second I flip this over, I feel like it's all just gonna come. All the screws are gonna come spilling out because they're not even grabbing. I blame Whoopi. Whoopi. Yeah. Yuck. I'm not even sure what the hell this is even supposed to even be screwing into. Oh, okay. Whatever. I think that's good enough. 3 FMs, 4 FMs, and then we need 1 AM here. All right. Frame piece on. Okay, identify the unassigned deck panel lights and bend the cross into shape into an A. This is the beacon light, so I don't want to use this. You go back over there. This one, bend into an A shape. Oh, God. Really? Oh. No, can't do that. Sit there for a minute. You. Just need a screw and this stupid little holder piece. Oh, shit. I wonder if I wonder if it's easier to do it like this. Come on. Get in there. All right. Bunnies make it go. Where's under all those wires, eh? Lots more wires and a couple circuit boards. What if Pac was built the Enterprise? It'd probably be actually more functional than the one I'm building. Imagine how mad I'd be if the bunnies bite the wires. Oh my God. I came running down here the other night. I think it was last night because I heard one of them down here. And I heard a bunch of crashing noises, so I thought one of them. Because I sometimes if I leave the chair pulled out, they'll jump up onto the chair and get up onto the table. And I thought maybe I left the chair out and they were up here getting into things that they weren't supposed to. So I came running downstairs. At least they were just chewing on a box that was sitting on the floor. But the box had like all the garbage stuff, so it was really noisy when he was down here throwing it around. So yeah, I already had that scare once, Thomas. I'd rather not have it again. I'm just gonna use one of the wire ports over here for now. So I don't really want to try. Well, should I try and fish this through? Because I don't think it'll fit. I mean, I don't think it'll reach to the one that it's supposed to go to. I'll also leave it up on top. And It's working. I also think these beacon lights flash way too fast. The bunnies can have been assimilated. It's season 2 all over it is. All right, so the last thing we've got is this thing. It's gonna be, so it's facing this way. What? Yeah. We've got one window piece. Just fix in here. Okay. We've got the reflector. And then we just need light bulbs. Not this one. Uh-oh. Did I use the wrong light? I appear to be missing a... Interesting. I appear to be missing a light. I do have one of these, but I'm supposed to have two. A double light, not just one. So maybe I put the wrong light somewhere? No way. So that one had the double one. Yeah, actually, this one should have came with one single and two double lights. So it's gotta be around here. I didn't 71. Right. Oh no, I'm looking at 74. Okay, so 71 did just have one of each. So what the? So 71F. Oh shit! It was that one. Oh, should have read that closer. So 71F was supposed to be the panel on this one, and then this light was 65 something. So, oh shit. So remember that extra light I was wondering about? That's what that extra light was for. So, all right. So I need to take off, well, I was going to say I need to take off the frame, but maybe not. Maybe I could just fix the lights and just pull off when I need. Okay, so this is the beacon. Can't use that one. Hey, Eric. How's it going? So we've got this light bulb here. It's not being used. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. It's gonna be way too much spaghetti mess to figure out. But at least we can kind of get this set up. So, and honestly, I think I've got an extra light I could use too. Yeah, I've got an extra light bulb, so it's not a huge deal. So I'm just gonna use the extra one I have. And then I'll pull the other, I'll fix it later. I don't think it really matters. I think, I mean, these are just the solid color, the solid ones, and not flashing. So I think having a couple extra light bulbs like inside the hull and not actually attached to anything isn't going to be a problem. And that might actually throw some extra light around in there and make the bottom light up more than it is, because it's kind of weak right now. So maybe it'll be a good compromise. Probably not, but we'll look on the bright side of things for now. Yeah, there's a couple extra lights, Kronos, and I couldn't figure out what they were for because they didn't make it clear in the instructions. in earlier stages. I mean, I figured they would be at later stages, but I just lost track of them. So they're like buried in underneath panels right now. So I'm kind of forced to actually take some of these off, which is gonna suck because like I said, I don't want to have to peel that stupid screw cover off. There are too many lights. I wish there were only 4 lights at this point. Four really bright lights inside the ship that could light up the whole thing, because the 4,000 light bulbs so far apparently is getting on my nerves. I just lost. There we go. All right. There's that. Anything else? Everything else can go. Storage. Sort of. Right, this can hold off. Extras. Okay. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to attach the panels to the hull, but I'm just going to quick finish putting them together at least. So we need page 72 and 73. 72. 8. 73. Okay, stage 72. So much more windows and stuff. Oh. Anything else come in those baggies? Nothing that would nothing that would calm you down while building the model. Although that would be a nice bonus if it did come in these baggies. So speed. Yep. Exactly, Kronos. Just bags full speed. In fact, if a little fun fact, if you take these escape pods and put them underneath your eyelid, they fuck you up really bad. But that's a secret. Don't let everyone know, because then I'll have people trying to break into my house stealing my escape pods, and we can't have that. Hey, pop culture. Yeah, there's literally a wire connected to every window, pretty much. Each panel has at least one wire attached to it. Most of them have 2 or 3. So yeah, it's just a shit ton of wires. No, they're actually the only thing it does is literally light up, which makes me sad. So no app. But honestly, I'm thinking about modifying this thing after it's done, and then probably make it so you can use some kind of like remote feature to turn everything on and off. I say that now, but I don't know. I might not even get to that. I might not get that far. I might go crazy first. I at least want to get it built once, the way the directions has it, just so I can see it completely built before I try and modify it and potentially just destroy it. Alexa, turn on the. That'd be actually kind of cool. You could get Alexa to do it. I don't have an Alexa. I have a Siri. My Siri would just get jealous if I had an Alexa. They'd be fighting all the time, and it would just be horrible. No, I agree. For the cost, this should be about for the cost. This should be a lot better than it actually is. Honestly, I think it should be wireless enabled. It should have rechargeable batteries, not run on 1,000 AA batteries and button size batteries. That's just stupid to me. It should have sound effects, I think, too. I think the phaser strips should have had like a LED strip inside of them, so you could see like the charging cycle, and then have the sound effect, because that would be cool. But no luck there either. Please keep Cert. I will definitely keep Certus away. All right. Okay. They seem like they'll be pretty easy to get to, but from what I read, it sounds like the saucer itself is going to be like 6 AA batteries. The secondary hull should have another 4 AA battery pack, and then each nacelle has 2 button size batteries. So it's just got a shit ton of batteries. And it doesn't have a centralized light switch either. So literally, each nacelle has its own light switch. The secondary hull has its own light switch, and then the saucer section has its own light switch. That's annoying too. Yeah, they should have. I mean, batteries I get, but it should have definitely been rechargeable batteries. I have no idea why they would choose to not use a rechargeable battery pack of some kind, and just like one large battery pack that like lives inside the stand should be the power solution, not regular batteries. It is a good. The Titan is a ship that's in trouble right now. I'm gonna have these lights just turned on. I think I'm not gonna put a black window in. Okay. Long lip of each window should be furthest from the narrow side. Yeah, USB charging. That would have been. That definitely would have been my choice if I was the one designing this. Yeah, actually, AC power would be the best thing, I think. I mean, it's big enough to justify an actual AC power supply. And then, because I mean, it's not like you're going to be moving the damn thing around and weigh a fuck ton. So, I mean, it's going to be on the stand. So yeah, an AC power supply that would have been great. I know there's so many things that I mean, just us sitting here thinking of ways to make this model better. I mean, you would have thought that they would have figured this out in the product meeting, but apparently not. I mean, they're just finally starting to protect their soldering points with hot glue, so they stop breaking all the time. And they should have done that from day one too. I had to call for what was it, three replacement battery boxes just because from the wires moving around they ended up breaking off their soldering points. Yeah, all of them are LEDs, individual LEDs. They should have been They should have been LED strips. All right, another panel done. Stage 73. Final couple, one more panel, and then we'll call it a night here. Yep. I agree, pop culture. But it is what it is, and I know that Eaglemoss is preparing to do more models of different ships. So hopefully they've learned some things from this, and they'll implement the changes that we think would be better in the upcoming models. I still want an Enterprise A, and I want a DS9 too. That would be fucking awesome. Especially if it was like huge size like this thing. There's a couple there's a couple beacon lights that are colored, but most of them, yeah, they're just white with lenses for most of it. Honestly, pop culture, you'll probably be waiting for quite a while. I bet you $100. Have they ever decided to do a TOS Enterprise? It's going to be the Strange New Worlds Enterprise. It's not going to be the original one. I don't think that there are many that if they do one of these big giant ones, it's going to be the original one at all. I think they're trying to erase people's memories of the original one. Yeah, I think they'd be happy if everyone forgot about that ship and what it looked like. All right. You can't take real Trek away from me. Yep, there's always the reruns. I'll stick with that mainly for now. So I'm not saying that the next episode looks good, but I will say I'm kind of interested to see how they close out the season. Just because I had a feeling that they were going to try and do something with the whole Pike fate thing, and try and do something to either reverse his fate or like some of the cadets that were involved with it also. So seeing the trailer, seeing that's going to pretty much focus on that, and I'm just kind of interested to see where they go with it. See if they try and preserve the canon that came before, or if they're going to just completely decide to do something different and try and change things. Because if they do change things, I'm curious as to what the response is going to be from the people that have liked it and have been able to, shrug off the other canon violations that have been in the show. I'm wondering if that would be a big deal or not. Oh, shit. They won't care. Yeah, I'm sure, but that's true. Because I mean, on one hand, I can see how some of the changes aren't, egregious on some levels, but I think changing the backstory of the care of well, I was gonna say important character, but I mean, really, was he that important since he was only in the pilot? I guess I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just don't. Maybe I just don't care enough about Pike to really care either way. If Romulans gave the Enterprise a cloaking device to fight the Borg, they would. That's true. It does kind of seem that way. I just don't get it sometimes. Nobody will remember the fake check for long either. That's true. Well, true, kinda. Unless they just keep making it forever. It's hard to forget about something when they keep throwing it in your face. Here's more of something you don't like. I don't know if they could see through the cloak, Kronos, because they did that one episode where they were using that technique that Seven of Nine's parents used to be undetected, and that wasn't even a cloaking device. They just used some like weird like dampening field, and they were completely visible otherwise. So I actually thank God the Borg don't have any windows on their ships, because they would have been screwed out right away. Yeah, the Voyager Borg were kind of stupid. I'll grant you that. I liked most of the Borg episodes. I thought they were fun. I don't really get the argument that they overuse the Borg. I mean, there was really no way around not using the Borg a whole ton because I mean they were literally in their backyard. So I mean, it seemed like it was natural for them to concentrate that much on storylines, including the Borg. To me, didn't bother me any. They were. I mean, it did get stupid that they were able to like defeat them so easily after a while. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I didn't mind it. I like the Borg stories. Oh my god! Could you imagine putting that together, Thomas? Holy crap! That would. Oh my god! That would probably just blow up people's minds. I mean, literally, it's just like a whole bunch of like spiky pieces and shit. Are you talking about the? I'm assuming you mean the new one that we saw in Picard, not the diamond ship. Because the diamond that would be easy to do, I think. The spiky sort of vagina ship looking thing. That would be different. That would be just insane. No, thank you. What if the Swedish chef got assimilated? That would be awesome. Ooh, Borg. Ooh, Borg. That would be like the first Borg. They would be like, let's beam that one down and leave. Narada. Oh my god. No, thank you, Thomas. Narada, definitely no. That might be another head. That would be one of those models that would make me start thinking of the Forever Sleep. Yeah, the scimitar would even be just as bad too, though. That has a ton of pieces too. And plus, if you build the scimitar, the second you're done building it, it would just release a bunch of radiation and melt you. That'd be no fun. They didn't. It was such a popular ship. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. I'm not surprised. I think it would probably be a pain in the ass to try and 3D print that thing. You'd have to do it in multiple parts. There's no way you could do it. Well, I suppose you could, maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about 3D printing to know if that would be difficult or not. It seems like it would be with all like the sharp bits. Oh, well, there he is. The Kurtzman menace himself coming in to lay down some paramount knowledge, telling us all the bad news that Kyle survived again. The only reason they're letting Kyle live right now is so they can kill him off in spectacular fashion at the end of the series, I hope. Well, no, you can't. You can't kill Kyle. It's bullshit. He has to survive until Kirk's time so he can be stranded on Ceti Alpha 5. Kyle's this Federation's biggest failure. He's what we call a franchise killer. Even if Strange New Worlds was the best Trek series ever made, it would just be completely ruined by the existence of Kyle being on the ship and completely failing at his job. Week after week, yelling for the ladies to help him out. Worse than Mikey Spock? Definitely worse than Mikey Spock. In fact, compared to Kyle, Mikey Spock is probably a fan favorite at this point. Kyle is a disease in the Trek universe that I don't wish anyone to catch. The disease of just abject failure and the inability to do the one thing you're supposed to be good at. Desperate for what? I'm not desperate for Kyle. I'm desperate to see Kyle die, but unfortunately, it can't happen because he's got to be on the Reliant. I think I'm very level-headed. I think I'm level-headed, and I think I'm very much correct in the assessment that Kyle is a piece of shit and doesn't deserve to be on the ship. I think most people agree, but they're just afraid to agree because they don't want to seem racist. It's okay to hate Asian Kyle. It's not racist. It's just fact. Fact is not racism. And quite frankly, when it comes to Asian Kyle, I actually don't really think there's a really big problem with racism. I think it's fair. Sometimes some people need tough love, and if Kyle doesn't like it, he can kiss my butt. Let's see. Kronos Kyle is the best character on Strange New Worlds. More fake news. You know what? Every time the random meta says that, Paramount pays him $500. Just so you all know. So by asking who Asian Kyle is and getting random metas to say that, he is just getting richer and richer off of Paramount. It's just the truth, and I don't know what to say. Some people will sell out to big corporations like Paramount, but I didn't think the Random Menace would be one of them. Well, we were wrong. Russia has obviously launched chemical weapons into Slovakia and has ruined his brain. Fake Trek speak. Gotcha. Nothing fake about it. Nothing fake. He is with us since the cage. Without him, there would be no Trek. Did you see Asian Kyle in the cage? He was literally standing next to his white master, just completely beaten down, looking down at the console because he's not allowed to make eye contact with the real chief engineer transporter guy. Because if he looked him in the eye, he'd probably get smacked in the face. Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled over a fictional character. Take your time, Kronos. Take your time. Who eventually became the transporter chief under Kirk? It was transporter chief Kyle again, but he had a a racial reassignment surgery where he turned white apparently. He also is rich. Yes, Kronos, you heard it here. The Random Menace has more Swiss bank accounts than than half the leaders of the free world. Asian Kyle might like you to kiss his butt. He might. He actually might. That skinny little bitch. He wants me to pucker up. Wait, am I done? I don't even know what I'm doing. I just got so angry about Asian Kyle. I just completely lost with my place. Oh, I need to do one more panel, I think. I lost it. I've lost it. $74. There it is. Oh, that's right. It was Styles. Yeah, Styles and Styles. That was just Kyle under the witness protection program after he got Pike's face melted off with the radiation. That's why he ended up getting a racial reassignment surgery, is because he needed to go into witness protection program for harming one of Starfleet's great captains. Bow to the white. White is might. That's what I hear. Oh, I forgot I can't say that because I will be shut down. So no one say white is might anymore. All right. You need to spend your money or spread my money around better. I do. The Caymans, yeah, the Caymans. The Bahamas. Why does the Enterprise D need an airlock? It needs a place to shove Wesley out of. That's for sure. That wasn't an airlock. It was the Wesley ejection system that sadly was never used because people thought that might be inappropriate in a family show. It's that goddamn PTA telling us that we can't have random murders happening on the Enterprise because that would just be bad for kids. Just show my face on camera. YouTube won't shut. YouTube will shut me down for showing my face on camera. That's the problem, Random Menace. That would just be like literal. hate speech in visual form. And they would just be like, wow, we cannot let this piece of shit stay on the internet any longer. He's disgusting. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. Hair's too long. It probably just confuses the shit out of people. My screen name's Cinnabon, so they're expecting to come here and see some hot stripper, and they just see some weird short Asian thing. Oh my god, it's probably just a huge letdown every time someone that's not subscribed wanders into the stream. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be some hot chick, and then they come in, they're like, what the fuck is that? Can you hear Wesley scream in space? I honestly think they should have did an entire episode devoted to finding that fact out. That would probably be that would have probably been the highest rated episode of TNG ever. Even better than Best of Both Worlds. And according to Memory Alpha, they are the same character. Yeah, same character, same piece of crap. Turn off that vacuum. Like I can barely hear him scream. Hot chicks can be nerds. Sure. Yeah, and they hear a deep Michigan voice accent. I sound like I'm from Michigan? God damn it. Damn it. You know, I was really trying for a very nice Hawaiian accent, but apparently, shit. Nothing wrong with short Asian strippers. Yeah, when they're hot and don't have a penis. I would agree. Or Montana, same difference. Yeah, they're all along the north. That's for sure. I'm gonna have a cigarette, then we'll finish this. Cinnabon is a dank. No. I'm not from Michigan. I would need a Hawaiian shirt to have a Hawaiian accent. Damn it. See, and my parents lied to me. They say I could be anything I want to be, and apparently now I know I can't be Hawaiian without a Hawaiian shirt. Don't smoke next to the wood. It's actually important to smoke next to the wood floor. DINK stands for double income, no kids. So Cinnabon is a sink. Lately, it should be single income, slightly bad choices. You can't be Airwolf? I don't know. Well, you can be anything you want, Kronos. If you want to be an Airwolf helicopter, you be an attack helicopter. In fact, you be the best attack helicopter you can possibly be. I can't be like my parents and destroy your dreams, Kronos. Did I ever tell the story? I remember I was really young, and I was asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said president of the United States, and my parents were immediately like, "You can't be president. You weren't born here." It's like, well, fucking thanks for destroying my dream, parents. So it became, you can be anything you want, son, except for president of the United States. Because you're a former enemy. and my dad's just sitting there, just staring at me, going, my parents didn't fight your fucking relatives so they could have a Jap sitting in the White House. We didn't have a good relationship. I'm just kidding. We did. We still do. He's not dead. I saw someone identifies as a bird. I need to find your perfect wife for Bird Prey 5. Kenya or the US? No, that's right. You need to either be born in Kenya or the US to be president. That's true. Damn it. I was only born in Kenya. I could have had some Kenyan privilege. The first sign of mental illness is that you actually believe that you can make a difference. I could make a difference. I would be the best dictator that the United States has ever seen. My dictatorship would definitely be one for the history books. I don't want to brag. I'm just saying that I think that I'd be a good dictator. That's all. I'll even go as far as say I think I'd be a better dictator than Bird would be. So take that, Bird. I guess I'm going to be the dictator now. Yeah, but that's like another job that I could just never have. I could never be vice president because if something ever happened to the president, I couldn't ascend to the presidency because I wasn't born here. I also couldn't be Speaker of the House because if the vice president and president were killed, then I wouldn't be able to, be in the line of ascension. So basically I'd be stuck to like what, local politics pretty much. And maybe like just Congress stuff. But that's no fun. I mean, if you're going to be in government, you want to be in a position of power so that you can either rule the world or start a coup, one of the two. I mean, come on. They would skip over me. They would, yeah. That's true. They probably would, true. I don't think that's ever happened yet where there's been like a ineligible person as a vice president or like speaker, has there? I mean, obviously there hasn't been a thing where they've needed to figure out the continuity of government, but that would actually be an interesting thing to see. What would happen if if that was like that? I mean, for all I know, it's already happened, and I'm just stupid. But I remember when I was younger, I did think about maybe getting into politics, and then I realized I don't like people, so going out and campaigning would not work. No, you know what? I should retract that. I should say I don't. I like people. I don't like babies, and having to kiss babies would be too much. I couldn't do it. Oh, Bush had two members of his cabinet not eligible. All right, I did not know that. That's interesting. Do I have to wear adult diaper? Not yet. Not yet, Kronos. I hope I never have to. If I ever have to, I might actually forever sleep. There are just some things I just don't want to have to live with. I think having to wear adult diapers and sitting in my own shit is something that does not excite me to the point there I would actually want to live with that. Bush number 2. All right, cool. Yeah, that would have been weird then had something happened where. Well, I guess no, never mind. They would have that in that case they were probably far enough down the succession line that I mean it would have to be like a what was that designated survivor show? Yeah, it would have to be like a catastrophe at that level probably before it would even start mattering. I'm gonna assume. If you don't wear them, then you're good for the office. That's true. That should be a requirement. Biden's finished. The man's done. I mean, they need to come out and say he's not running, because whenever they keep saying that he's for sure running in the next for re-election, it just makes them sound more and more stupid than they already are. So look, just face the facts that he's not running again, and just come out and say it. I mean, if he runs again, it's an automatic loss. You might as well just face the facts of that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it almost doesn't even matter who the nominee on the Republican side would even be. I honestly feel that if Biden ran again, it would just be an automatic loss. We might as well just not even try. I know the lamestream meal loves him. Loves him. That is true, Kronos. I don't understand why. I really don't. I mean, the hilarious thing is that I think I heard that Hillary's thinking of John joining in again, and throwing her hat in for a third time. And come on, really? No. I mean, I wouldn't probably vote Democrat anyway, but I mean, that's just not a good choice either. I mean, literally, the Democrats were going crazy when the Republicans nominated what was his name? Shit, I can't remember. The guy that was nominated in the election before Trump. What was it? The Vietnam vet guy. I can't remember his name, but I mean, they were complaining how old he was, and then, but nobody complains about how old Biden or like Clinton is. That's just stupid. Just don't be in bed with Hunter. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following any of that stuff, but there's been a lot of weird shit coming out from the Biden laptop investigation too. But of course, nobody's talking about that because everyone's worried about just worrying about shitting all over Trump still. McCain, that's what it was. There you go. Thank you, Thomas. Mitt Romney was before really? God, I hated Mitt Romney. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was. I didn't vote in that election. Oh, God damn it. Have a good night, pop culture. Take care, man. We'll see you later. What am I doing? I'm using wrong screws again. That's why. I think I ruined that screw hole by trying to shove the wrong size one in there. That's what she said. I don't even actually know how that would work. Never mind. Can't just say that's what she said in front of everything and make it be funny. Sorry. Yes, Kronos, I ask myself, what am I doing often lately? Becoming a recurring theme in my life of just not knowing what the hell I'm doing. All right. I think I'll give one more. Triangle peg in a octagon hole. Extra screwed up. Good enough. All right, then was just two. God damn it. Of course, this isn't going to clap down hard enough to hold that in. I'm going to have to glue this one down, I think. It just does not want to stay in the slot. Then the only thing really I'll have to do is attach this to the frame piece, which I'll do some other time. I really don't feel like doing it right now. But then these two, so this goes like this. And then these two lights I put on go back to here, I guess, to these back beacon lights, I think. That's what it looks like in the instructions, at least. Alrighty. So that's that pretty much. That was 19. I mean, I could do... No, I think I'm going to do it another night. I'm really tired all of a sudden. Stream? What is stream? I'm usually at home. I'm usually while at home sitting at my desk wondering why anyone streaming. Yeah, it seems like lately. I've noticed. I just haven't been able to get on YouTube very much during the day, and then but I've noticed. I've kind of noticed that there's not much going on anymore. I feel bad because I think sometimes because I'm not around as much anymore, that people think that I don't like them because I'm not going to their stream all the time anymore, and that's just not the case. I'm just busy, and I just hope that people don't think that I'm mad at them or something, because I'm not. I'm not one of those people that just gets mad and ghosts other people. If I get pissed at somebody, I'm gonna tell you. Everybody likes you, Kronos. Kronos is like the mascot. Yeah, exactly. My anger is reserved for Asian Kyle. It's a full-time job being angry at that piece of crap. Everyone needs something to devote their life to, I think. And I think that the devotion to seeing the destruction of Asian Kyle is a life worth spent. I think, more people should try that lifestyle. It would, it's a good stress relief. Alrighty. Alright, guys, I'm really tired tonight. I don't think I'm going to I'm going to play a game tonight. I think we will just wait for tomorrow. Alright. Asian Kyle added those one up, probably. It's too many of them. But I mean, it's only 17 more. So I mean, it's not that many more. I mean, you put the TOS right next to the Strange New World Enterprise, and literally, there's almost no difference. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I'm obviously insane. I'm just using my bourbon bias to bash the show. Kurtzman makes me so angry. I just think of Kurtzman every day and just think about how angry I am. Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was already midnight, so definitely not going to get to a game tonight. So I'll hang out for a few more minutes here and then probably just call it a night and do something tomorrow instead. I've been staying up way too late lately. My sleep schedule's just gotten completely out of control. Where I'm basically like sleeping like 2 or 3 hours a night and then taking naps during the day, which is stupid and not ideal at all. I'm not getting shit done that I should be getting done. So I think for one, I can't stay up late watching TV, watching streaming shows anymore. I tried going to bed last night, and then so last night was the first time I didn't stay up to watch Strange New Worlds and Orville, but yeah, I ended up waking up in the middle of the night and just not being able to sleep at all. So I need to get like some pills or something. So how many more years before you complete the Enterprise D? The way they've been sending them, they've been doing 1-2 kits a month. So probably within the next 5 months, it should get done if they keep sending them at the same at the same pace. And provided that they send the replacement parts I've still been waiting for the last couple months, relatively soon. I mean, at this point, it wouldn't shock me if I had all the rest of the parts and had everything else built before they even got me the replacement parts. So they don't seem to be in any kind of hurry to get that shit to me. Asian Kyle's doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow. I hope he dies of exhaustion. You can die of exhaustion and we would all be happy. Yeah, Orville at least comes out at 3 a.m. I mean, at midnight, so that's true. Well, 11 o'clock for me, so that's not bad. That was so, I mean, yes, I was so tired yesterday from staying up all night, just hanging out with Salty on his stream over on Twitch the night before that. Man, I just couldn't, I was out by like 10:30, but then I woke back up, I think at like 1 o'clock or something, and I was up, and then I was awake until like 4, but just couldn't bring myself to watch anything. I was doing laundry all night pretty much instead, trying to make myself tired. Someone was stealing. No, I had one kit arrived just completely damaged. It wasn't Eagle Moss's fault. It was FedEx's fault because they left it in my driveway. But my driveway is like a shared driveway because I live in a townhome, and so that we have like two garages like really right next to each other, so you kind of share one big driveway. But anyway, so I think either my old neighbors, when they backed out, accidentally ran over it, or someone else in the parking lot ran over it because it wasn't even like against the house. It was like down the driveway, so it was basically in the middle of the main road of the parking lot. So someone definitely ran over it. Don't know who, don't really care. Yeah, definitely not. I wouldn't order anything I try not to order anything through FedEx, honestly. I really don't like FedEx. If I don't have to use them, I don't. UPS I haven't had a problem with yet, and obviously the mail I haven't had a problem with, so I usually try to use those two. Yeah, so tomorrow I just got a couple things I need to get done tomorrow. So probably I should be able to get everything done pretty much kind of in the morning. So I don't know. I'll probably try to stream sometime in the afternoon. I think. Depends what comes up, because I do have to go. I told my parents I'd stop by their house tomorrow because they've got a tree in the backyard they want me to work on to help cut down some of the dead branches out of it. So I told them I would do that sometime either tomorrow or this weekend. So I'll probably go do that tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. But yeah, I should do something tomorrow, at least for a little bit. I don't know when though. I don't want to make any promises. Yep, computer's now a pancake. Rest in peace, Groot. All right, guys, I'm tired and need to get something to eat before I head to bed here. In the townhome complex I live in FedEx a few times, sent my packages to the wrong building. That's happened to me too. And the guy who lives there has a mental problem, so that he kept my packages. I'm pretty sure I've had one package kept by one of my neighbors. I had it delivered to them on accident. Because yeah, I'm almost certain I do. Because I got into this huge fight with Amazon about a pack. I was reporting a package not delivered that they were saying was delivered, and they were showing a picture that looks like my house, but since all the front doors look exactly the same, it's obviously not. It wasn't. So yeah, I have had only one package so far, just stolen. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for hanging out tonight. It was kind of a completely unexpected stream. I honestly wasn't even planning on doing it, but so thank you very much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. So yeah, we'll probably see you tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, have a great day and whatnot, and See ya.